Okay, we're picking up here. Now I'm trying to solve a little puzzle. There is something up there that I want. And I need this, the remnants of this flying, enemy to reach there. I have to... No, I have to move this one. Okay, that will work better. Now in here, a metal buckler, which is a red arm rune. Now you're gonna encounter something very odd in this next area. Okay, I'm in something called a Divinity Void. And you see how I can't shoot my ice crystals? That's what a Divinity Void does.
Shall he dare to stand against me?
And it also prevents all my... and cancels out all the Seal Stone effects for both the dungeon and for myself. So these can get pretty annoying. But it also serves as a bit of a divider in dungeons, so you can't... so one Seal Stone doesn't affect the whole dungeon as a whole. Just for a little explanation, a Divinity Void is... well, according to the game, this is where the roots of the Void Tree, Yggdrasil, do not exist. Which makes a whole lot of sense, especially since there are Divinity Voids on Yggdrasil. When I played through it, for some reason, let's see, you're in bad shape. Normally these things wouldn't bother me, but now it's a different story. Nothing there. And to my left, there's a staff, so I can unlock another, or resurrect another Einherjar mage. Okay. He was actually in my first playthrough. Okay. The area effect is increased attack. So, first things first. I was seeing if there's a ice rune for mental boost, but I don't have one. And his skill is Weed Whacker, which does extra damage to plant type enemies. So I'm changing the attacks. I'm equipping on her Sneaky Throw, which means she's gonna throw a knife at an enemy. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to see if I can increase the combo gauge. Okay, I'm not gonna bother with Lazard already knows a spell called Poison Blow, but if you want to summon abnormalities, that's the way to go. But I don't. So that's why I'm not really interested in that. And here, I get Sword Blessing, which is a definite must-have. So I'm gonna take that, switch, and now I have it, but I only have it for this dungeon only, so how do I solve that problem? That's what these things are for, the springs. What you do is you put a seal stone, or you restore it, and whatever dungeon you visit, you can take one out. The one you want. So, in effect, the spring is kind of like a bank for seal stones. There's a couple treasure chests up there, but how do I get up there? There was another globe up there. Trinket. Metal Greaves. Which is a red leg rune. I'm gonna save because the boss isn't really that that much of a pushover. Many of these enemies are actually pretty tough, including the mini bosses, etc. So let's head up there. Okay, that's the thing that supported the Dragon Ore, but it's not there. But we still have Silmeria to look at it and find where it was transported. But the problem is, there's a dragon in front of us that we have to fight. And this is a pretty tough area, because this is bottomless, kind of like a bottomless pit. Now, it can blow you off the edge, and what that happens is it does transfer. And I don't have an aspect stone, so I can't really do much good bringing my allies back. So I need to be extra careful. I never seen it do that before. The combo gauge was so close. Great. Everyone's in bad shape. I'm gonna use Dwarf Tincture. Since I can't really buy them, I am using them wisely. Now the dragon actually split in half, and now the upper half is blowing me away, and the lower half just poisoned Lizard. I don't have anything to cure it. So I might as well use Thunderstorm and hopefully do some damage. Or for paralysis. Now this is what happens when your ally, or one of your ally goes unconscious. So what do? There's the handy item called the Union Plume, but I can't use it here. I have to use it close to the ally's body where he's lying. Now I can use it. The only problem with this is it's not like Resurrection from Shadow Hearts. Shadow Hearts Covenant. It's not a complete restoration. It's more of a restores a little bit of health, which isn't that handy. Okay, now I can use the menu. But first I can get rid of the lower half the dragon, or the lower lizard. And I'm gonna use the Warrior's Arcanum for Zard. That missed horribly. Let's keep moving. Fortunately, its attack only works if it gets up close. This time. Now I don't have first aid equipped for any of my characters at the moment, so that's kind of unfortunate. Okay, now it's gone.
Do you go now to Valhalla or to Hell?
I would recommend Hell. Now I'm gonna wrap up here and I will see you later.